Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for Thursday, January 29th. Here are the key themes today. New attribution and impact details tied to Poland's power grid attack. Fortinet's zero-day forcing a temporary single sign-on shutdown, and urgent patches for SolarWinds Web Help Desk. We'll start with critical infrastructure. Investigators say the late December cyber attack on Poland's energy grid impacted around 30 facilities, spanning distributed energy resources like combined heat and power sites and wind and solar dispatch systems. A new intelligence brief attributes the operation with medium confidence to the Russian-linked Electrum Group and notably frames it as the first major cyber event aimed squarely at distributed energy resources, the smaller, networked assets that now underpin grid resilience. Following on from yesterday's coverage, there's a significant development in the Fortinet story. The company has confirmed a new zero-day behind malicious single sign-on logins and has temporarily disabled FortiCloud SSO authentication for all devices to stem ongoing attacks. It's an unusually broad containment step that reflects how identity and access pathways and management stacks become high-leverage targets. On the supply chain front, eScan's maker confirmed an update server breach that pushed an unauthorized, later deemed malicious update to a subset of customers. It's a familiar pattern: compromise the update channel, ride trusted distribution, and pivot inside enterprise environments, reminding leaders to treat update infrastructure as production-grade critical. Meanwhile, in the ransomware ecosystem, researchers report that an initial access broker tracked as TA584 is leaning on the Tsundere bot alongside the XWorm remote access Trojan to gain footholds that can facilitate follow-on encryption and extortion. In parallel, the FBI seized the RAMP Cybercrime Forum, one of the few remaining spaces openly promoting ransomware operations, a move that disrupts advertising, tooling, and recruiting, at least temporarily. Turning to vulnerabilities and patches, SolarWinds released fixes for critical flaws in its Web Help Desk product, including an authentication bypass and a path to remote command execution. Help desk platforms often sit at the center of ticketing, identity, and automation, which makes rapid, orderly updates important to reduce blast radius if probed. And there's a new thread around AI infrastructure. A campaign dubbed Bazaar is hijacking exposed large language model endpoints to monetize unauthorized access to AI capacity. Separately, researchers warn that insecure deployments of the viral Moltbot assistant are leaking API keys, OAuth tokens, conversation history, and credentials, showing how misconfigured AI services can become an enterprise data loss channel. Looking ahead, expect further guidance from Fortinet as services are safely restored, and more detail on the zero-day scope. Watch for sector advisories around distributed energy resources, patch adoption momentum for SolarWinds Web Help Desk, and potential copycat activity focusing on exposed AI endpoints, even as law enforcement fallout reshapes ransomware forums. For today, you should be watching identity providers and single sign-on platforms, help desk and IT service management tools, antivirus and software update infrastructure, power and utilities with distributed energy resource gateways, and cloud-hosted AI endpoints and developer integrations. Keep an eye, too, on initial access brokers and remote access Trojans that enable ransomware payloads. In short, the control planes are in the crosshairs: identity update pipelines, help desk platforms, and AI endpoints. Small weaknesses there cascade quickly into business disruption, so visibility and calm, timely action remain the edge. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.